A beautiful digital creator mentioned on his channel recently, there is so much misleading information out there. And even when listening to another person's opinions, we have a tendency to lose ourselves. We lose our gut instinct. We start to question ourselves and our own reality. In one afternoon of research, I found more than 1,000 ways, as the podcaster clearly stated, to spot a narcissist, spot a liar, spot a gaslighter, spot an earth angel, spot an alien. Yeah, you get what I mean. And after listening to some of the segments, I realized, wow. So everyone, basically everyone, you may or may not know, may be or may not be a narcissist, a gaslighter, a liar, an alien, an earth angel, because anyone can do any one of those things mentioned at any point within a lifetime. And that, to me, is the true definition of an oxymoron.
Colleen, podcast and voice artist.
All right, happy Saturday to you. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm your host, Colleen, your personal life and energy coach. And today, we're taking a look into the journey of learning to trust your gut, your instincts, and how journaling through thoughts can help guide you in your present life adventure. All right, so are you a pet owner or rescuer like me? Nutrition really became a sense of urgency for us when my fur babies started having allergic reactions, and we could not figure out why. The vet couldn't figure out why. And then I stumbled upon a newer natural pet food and supplement company called pawTree, who are today's sponsor. Yes, it's human-grade food for your pets, and all the products are unconditionally guaranteed. So go ahead, use my code, which is down below, to get 20% off on your first order. Conditions do apply, by the way, so make sure you read the print. And there also is a special offer for 50% off your first bag of select pet foods. All right, log on to pawtree.com/tuckwild for your discount. Info and links are below in the description. Okay, on to our podcast. Have you ever had a feeling deep down that something just wasn't right, or that something was just really wrong? Even if you couldn't explain why, you just couldn't put your finger on it. Well, that's your gut instinct talking to you. Trusting your gut, it can be so powerful, and it's an amazing tool for making decisions. At that same token, it can also be pretty challenging to know when to listen to it. Is your tummy grumbling, or is your tummy telling you you really shouldn't walk over to the neighbor's house? So there's so many of us who are second guessers, and this applies to all of those. Let's get into how can you learn to trust your gut? Well, it's all going to start with self-awareness. How aware are you of your body and how your body reacts? And pay attention to how it reacts in different situations, even how you feel around certain people. Do you feel calm or uneasy? It could make the difference in the world. These physical sensations, they are often your body's way of telling you, hey, you know what? Something isn't right. Let's take a look back on past experiences. Think about those times when you felt that you trusted your instincts and the outcome was positive. This look back can help your confidence in learning to trust your gut feelings. Now, on the flip side, Can you think of those moments when you ignored that gut feeling and, well, let's just say things didn't go as planned, okay? These experiences are actually what I call life lessons. So if you hear me refer to life lessons, that's what those are. Now, we're going to jump into my favorite topic, journaling, and how it works and apply with learning to trust your gut and your instincts by writing down your thoughts and your feelings. Okay, this can be just so therapeutic in the first place, and it can be so insightful for wonderful memories at the same token. And when you journal, you're actually giving yourself the space to process your emotions and your thoughts without any judgment. It's pure you. And this journaling can help you identify specific patterns in your instincts and in your decision-making process. And yes, we all have hindsight as 2020. When you take those situations that first come to mind going, oh my gosh, hindsight's 2020. If I would have not done this, okay? When you go back and you start reading your journal, you'll realize your gut actually gave you that initial instinct. So our goal here is to set aside those few moments each day and write about your experiences, no matter how small they are, and how you truly felt. The key word here is how you truly felt in those situations, not the way that you portrayed your feelings. There's a huge difference there. And over time, you will actually begin to notice the trends and patterns to those situations and the related feelings. And in this, you will gain a deeper understanding and a oneness with your instincts. Journaling can also serve as kind of an autobiography of your growth throughout the years, your progress that you've made, giving you that amazing sense of direction and clarity to the whys and hows of where you are at this present moment. Seriously. So I'm going to leave you with this thought for the week. Trusting your instinct, your gut, well, it's more like muscles in your body that you've been working out repeatedly just to strengthen, those times at the gym. The more you use them, the stronger they get. Take a moment every day and listen to your gut. Reflect on those experiences that come up and journal your thoughts on them at this time. You actually will be totally amazed at how much more confident and directed you feel. So go ahead, be honest with yourself. No one's going to judge you via your journal. Be honest with your feelings. Be honest with your gut, with your instincts. Hear them, write them, and then reflect on them. All right, this is Colleen, your Master Life Coach and Energy Work Master Teacher, signing off. Here's a reminder, if you're in need of any medical attention, please reach out to your primary care provider or dial 911 at this time. Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of the Just Colleen podcast. Thanks again for tuning in to another episode of Just Colleen, and have a fantabulous day.